Cool. Happy fucking Monday. May the 4th. May the 4th. Sorry. Otherwise known to me as fucking Monday. I probably had one of the worst days today since the lockdown started. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna call it the lockdown because this is what it feels like. Nothing bad happened. Everything is fine. I am gainfully employed at a job I like. I am quarantining with everyone I like. I have a ton of friends, but I just got hit by like a case of the Mondays today, and it hit me like a truck. There's nothing I could have done to prepare myself for like an emotional tsunami of, I guess this is what depression feels like. So that sucked. Did I need that? No, I didn't. But the show must go on. So I mean, I think it got started when I was looking at my profile picture on Facebook, and like on March 13th, that's when the sheltering in place started. And at the time, I had congratulated myself for being extra cautious, and I had set my profile to say I'm not leaving the house for 2 weeks. And then 3 days later, I decided that 2 weeks is not long enough. So I crossed out the 2 weeks and set it to 3 weeks. This last weekend, I realized I've been in quarantine for 6 weeks now, and I'm expecting to not leave my house for a very long time still. So that picture got updated to 3 months. And I heard that employees in Amazon aren't expected, I mean, if they're like normal employees that can work off-site, they are expected to work from home until October 2nd. And for people working at Slack, they're apparently working from home until September 30th. So, I mean, Burning Man's also canceled. Everything's canceled. This sucks. So yeah. And I just felt really down. So for those of you who are out there feeling down, I guess everyone has to go through one of these days. If you're lucky, at the end of the day, you feel better, and the next day is not a trash day like today was. Incidentally, it was also a trash day in my house today. So at least the trash service is still going on. It's trash pickup is still happening. Hayward Public Works came over to my house, or to the back of my house, where it's public land, and cut all the trees for free today. So there's a lot of good things going on still. Anyway, so maybe this will help someone. Your life can be okay, but we're all collectively going through a trauma, and there's gonna be days when it's just a throwaway day. Okay. Apparently Trump thinks he's having a throwaway day because he went on national TV. Why is he still the president? Why? How is this like happening? God, it's so infuriating. Anyway, he went on national TV and he said that he is being treated so bad. He's being treated worse than any other president that has ever taken office. And the only person that comes close to his level of suffering is Abraham Lincoln. Like Abraham Lincoln got shot in the head by an actor. Just want to put that out there. So that's cool. Elon Musk has decided that he's gonna sell all of his worldly possessions, including a $9.5 million house. That's his not as expensive house, by the way. His $9.5 million house that was owned previously by Gene Wilder. He also became a dad for the 6th time. So obviously now is a great time to sell both of his houses. We are all in this together, remember. And this meme did make me smile today. Another thing that made me smile today was I saw an interview a couple of weeks back. Ina Garten was making a viral video, and she made the world's like largest cocktail, largest Cosmo, in like this shaker that's like an urn and like a giant martini glass. So it was really funny and I really enjoyed it. But Jeffree was nowhere in sight, so I had wondered if she had killed him. So she was recently on Stephen Colbert, where she made the same cocktail. But happy to report, Jeffree made an appearance, and they drank out of the Cosmo, like giant Cosmo fish tank together with like red bendy straws. It was super cute. I vomited a little bit. But yeah, Jeffree's alive, so yay. The other thing I noticed about that interview was Ina Garten is extremely giggly. Like, it really makes me wonder if she's like a little high, and that would make me like her more, honestly. I already like Martha Stewart a lot more ever since she started having that cooking show with Snoop Dogg. I've never watched it. Ooh, that might be something worth watching during quarantine. I'm having a little TV anxiety right now, honestly, because everyone's watching like so much television since this started, and I love television. Like, I feel like I really am a player when it comes to television watching. I'm not. I've only seen one episode of The Tiger King. One. It's really embarrassing. I'm not even done with Westworld. I'm at least one episode behind on Insecure. Yeah, I'm not. And then there's so many other shows that's new, like the new Downton Abbey for sports, the English Game. I've seen one episode of that. It's pretty good. I promised my coworker that I would watch Babylon Berlin, and we saw one episode of that. I saw 2 episodes of the new show Midnight Gospel, which I really liked. But I don't know when I'm gonna pick that up again. There's this new Nadia's like eating hour or whatever cooking show it is. That's on. There's a new episode of Last Week Tonight where he's making fun of Jared Kushner. I love that. I live for like the time when I live for 2 things that John Oliver does. One is making fun of Jared Kushner, and the other one is when he makes fun of Adam Driver. I'm so behind on television. I just really need to take a day off and catch up on all of my TV. So yeah. So I ran out of time last night, and I wanted to talk about a couple. Basically, I want to continue this segment I started last week, which was a segment called "Did We Need This?" Last week, or maybe a few days ago, it was murder hornets, which is truly the stuff of nightmares. We also, so yesterday I saw on the New York Times. See, I only consult credible sources like New York Times. So yeah. Yesterday the headline was, "There might be like rats living under the hood of your car." So that's super comforting. And this morning, the headline that I will, this morning, the headline that I woke up to was basically there was a dude who in Southern California, like San Diego, who went into a Vons supermarket with a Klansman hood. Like I get it. It was facial covering. You're okay. You're expressing your views. Fuck you. Like fuck you with a shotgun axe. Are you fucking kidding me? In California, where there's like a gazillion immigrants, you're wearing a freaking like Klansman hood? The fuck is this? And people took pictures of him only with the hood on. And he apparently at some point took his hood off before he went to pay, and nobody took a picture of him. None. Like, and apparently when he was in line, some dick like showed solidarity with him verbally. Like, do we need this? Also, you know, Alex Jones, that crazy person, he's getting like coverage again. He said that he's gonna be like so stressed out by this whole situation, he's gonna eat his neighbors if things goes badly. I mean, it's his own people, like his own people that's making this terrible for everyone, and he's complaining that things are getting too crazy. Anyway, so I'm just gonna keep on tracking these like bullshit on this poster called "Do We Need This?" So we have murder hornets, rats living in your car, Klansmen in California supermarkets, and Alex Jones. I hope this list doesn't get longer, but it's 2020. Anything could happen. Tudor's suggestion is that every time I add an item onto this list, I need to bake him a cheesecake. So at least someone's profiteering off of this racket. Alright, I'll put this right here. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this show up. It is what it is. Our corona numbers are terrible. You know, like, the states are opening again soon. Did you know it's almost, like, when the states are opening, it makes me think that it's almost over. But it doesn't feel like it's almost over. So, whatever. I'm not leaving the house for 3 months, as I said. Happy tomorrow. Tomorrow hopefully is a better day than today. It's a low bar. This is a low bar cocktail. It's white wine and a leftover cocktail that Tudor made for me, but I didn't finish, mixed with a mocktail I made, Violet. So this thing is really tasty. But anyway, happy tomorrow. Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. It's on a Taco Tuesday and during the coronavirus outbreak. So super Mexican. I don't know what the significance of any of that is. Every day feels the same. Stay alive, be well, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Night. That's it. Give me more music, please.